After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball. Hi, and welcome to Pen, Hook, and Needles Podcast, episode 104. It is,
Part 2.
Part 2, yes, I kind of froze. It's Tuesday, May 27th. 2014, and
the song you just finished hearing was After the Ball's Over by Ren Ross, obtained from moviealley.com for Media.
Okay, and you all know that the artwork is done by my husband, Mr. PHN.
And you guys should actually have pictures of your whips and FOs this time around.
Right, we don't have anything else.
Yeah, after the podcast last time I had decided to After we podcasted last time, I had decided to do birthday pictures for Devana instead of the normal.
We hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. It was Memorial Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always get Memorial Day and Labor Day mixed up.
And then there's Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, yeah. Veterans Day is earlier, though.
Right. Memorial Day is, because I just saw something online about this. Memorial Day is for the veterans and stuff who passed away. Mm-hmm. And Veterans Day is for those who are active duty or retired.
Right.
Any military.
Well, like your dad and your grandpa, they do Veterans Day. Okay. We want to welcome all our new and returning viewers. We're glad to have you with us. Before I welcome the new viewers, I want to thank Marcella. I don't want to give her last name because I don't have her permission, but she left us a very nice star rating and review on iTunes. So thank you very much, Marcella. And if you are not a member of the Ravelry group, please feel free to join us. We'd love to have you with us. You can find us at Ravelry.com in the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast group.
Don't forget to grab yourself something to eat or to drink. I have some orange and cinnamon hot tea.
And I have chai tea because I keep saying I'm not going to have it, but I want it, so I have it.
Yeah, Thomas's mom remembered what tea you liked because it's not like, you have a different tea ever,
Yes. She watches us. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's great. What was I going to say? We have to introduce ourselves. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And, sorry, I have sniffles.
Allergies, I think.
Probably. This is a really bad allergy area.
Mm-hmm.
And my name is Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy on Ravelry, Plurk, and just about everywhere else.
Yes, I'm known as Lady Fernico almost everywhere, except for my writing sites where I'm known as Marlisha or Shadowlight. Okay, our new members who have joined the group officially, and popped into the group or just signed up, want to welcome them. We have, I think it's Wolzalber, who's Stephanie. Welcome, Stephanie. Isandrov, and I'm looking at my notes over here, so that's why I'm looking to the side. Isandrov, who is Esther. Welcome, Esther. Lavender Girl, who is Monique. Hi, Monique. Glad to have you with us. I'm so sorry. P Panther 88, which it reminds me of Pink Panther. I don't know if that was her intention, but it makes me smile. P Panther 88, who is Becky. Welcome, Becky. M Marg 1520, and I don't have a name for that. I don't know.
For her?
Well, I don't know if it's a her or a him. So I apologize, but we welcome you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Just for that seems rather.
Yes, for her, for him, I'm not sure. I apologize. And then Patty Crochets, who is Patty. Welcome aboard, Patty. We're glad to have you with us. And for all those who may be listening to us or watching us who have not yet joined, we'd love to have you join with us officially so we can welcome you and so you can take part in all the alongs.
I am very, very much behind, but on all the Ravelry funness. But I have been away for the weekend, and I only just got back yesterday, and I spent part of yesterday sleeping.
We were both away for the weekend, which is why we were a little quiet from Friday through Monday, although I was home Sunday afternoon.
I didn't get home until Monday afternoon.
Right. Okay, so I think we had the thank you for the iTunes review. Let me see what we have here. Autism awareness.
Going strong.
Going very strong. We're heading into the end of our the end of our second month.
I was going to say, we're not there yet.
Yes, no, we have one more month. We go through June. If you are a member of Fiber Town's group, who is she's co-hosting with us along with Equal Opportunity Crafter. If you're in the Fiber Town group, you know that yours end in about a week or less than a week because
she's soon, isn't she?
Spain.
She's leaving pretty soon.
Yeah.
Actually,
I thought you said Greece. Yeah.
Nobody listens.
Her group is ending in May, the end of May. But if you are a member of Fiber Town and you have not finished your projects or you want to continue to have an opportunity to win prizes for that last month, if you join our group or join Equal Opportunity Crafter group, you can still get prizes in our groups through June. Okay.
No, Equal Opportunity Crafter has really awesome Nitpicks prize sampler.
I think now that Fiber Town also picked up one of those.
Oh, okay.
I think I just heard that on her last podcast. I'm not sure. If you want to know for sure, you got to go look at her podcast.
Yeah, I haven't listened to I'm way behind on podcasts.
Yeah, I'm behind too, but I'm trying to catch up. Slowly but surely, I'm catching up.
I did one podcast last night, but it was a history one. It was stuff you missed in history class. They talked about the guy who revolutionized gambling. And,
oh, great!
Well, it was interesting. I forget his name now, but it was a very interesting podcast.
To get on with the Cal. We are going strong. We have lots and lots and lots of projects. Somebody posted, I can't remember who it was, posted the Braid It Bright. She did two of them, one as a cowl and one as a headband. So I went ahead and posted that for two different projects, the headband and the cowl, because it's two different projects. So yay her. I can't remember who it is. I want to say Hank's mom, but I don't think that's right. That's awesome. And we had some just gorgeous, colorful everything. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm getting very much enabled, so that's happy. I'm not going to go through the prizes this week because you all know what they are. I will show them again probably next week, potentially, the first podcast in June. And so you can see that. I will briefly go over the rules one more time for you.
But it's going to be a long one this time.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit long. You need to be a member of the groups that you want to obtain prizes from. So that's the Pen, Hook, and Needles group, which is obviously us. Fibertown group, that's Jana Pools, that's Emily. Fibertown podcast group. And Jules Lunder's Equal Opportunity Crafter group. We are all co-hosting this together. Emily's ends in May, but you can still, as I said earlier, continue to post in our group and in Jules Lunder's Equal Opportunity Crafter if you're a member of the group. We have many, many prizes. They're awesome prizes. I'm a little jealous because you guys get to win things that we don't. So it's very exciting. I will go over those, like I said, next week because we are a little rushed for time. I'm very happy that people are remembering to post it when they do the Braid It Bright cowl or the Winding Journey, which are our two featured patterns. George, who is 10 hours or less, did the Braid It Bright for us, specifically for our cowl, and Jules Lunder had the Winding Journey hat and mitts, which we also are featuring, and we're thankful for those two featured patterns. Bright colors, please. You all have been fantastic about the bright colors. We haven't had to move anything, so we're excited about that as well. Okay, let us move on. I will talk about prizes next week. Let's go into our...
Don't you have to be in this letter?
Oh, I'm sorry. I do have it because I don't have it on my notes. Last week, I read a poem, and thank you very much for the positive feedback and input regarding that poem. I'm glad you all liked it. I'm glad you thought it, some of you said it touched you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for letting us know.
Mm-hmm.
I said that I was reading that as a kind of a prelude or an intro into this letter that Davina wrote last year for the Autism Awareness, the first year we ran it. And so this is a year old, and some of you have probably heard it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and read it again, and that way people who are new to the group, which is quite a few
Quite
of
a
them, you will get to hear what this is when she was about a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago. I guess it was a year ago.
It would have been
a year ago, because her birthday's right around this time. Okay, this is the letter that she wrote for us last year. And this is her point of view, not my point of view writing for her. This is her point of view.
She wrote this.
She wrote it and typed it up for me, okay? It says, my name is Davina Fernandez. I'm 27 years old, looking at 28, and I have Asperger's syndrome. I must say that having Asperger's syndrome can be a pain for me sometimes. Like sometimes I have a monstrously hard time with focusing on very important things, like saying my prayers or listening to the Mass. And I also can have a hard time focusing when it comes to reading books, and I tend to sometimes let my brain go idle and stare off into space while my mind wanders. And another thing, it makes me act younger than I actually am, which is probably why people treat me like a child. And here it is a little sad face. But there are some good points to having this disability, too. Mom always encourages me to think of it as a way for me to work as hard as I can to go to heaven. Also, I think that having Asperger's syndrome gives me special gifts and talents. Plus, even though I sometimes resent the fact that it makes me act younger than I actually am, sometimes I like the idea because I really do enjoy being young at heart. And here there's a smiley face. You know there are times when I have a really rough time and I resent the fact that I have Asperger's syndrome. But there are other times when I don't think very much about my disability. It's weird, isn't it? Anyway, all of you guys out there with Asperger's syndrome, try not to let it worry you. God gave us this disability for a good reason, to try harder and to go to heaven and to be happy forever. God bless.
I forgot about that last part.
About what part?
That last part of encouragement for others.
Yeah. She's very cognizant of the fact that there are others like her, even though she sometimes forgets that she's not the only one suffering with it. So that gives you a little bit of an insight. It's not an Asperger's child, it's an Asperger's adult with developmental delays. And so you have an idea of what she is going through. Today was a rough day for her.
Yes.
Today was a rough day for all of us because it was a rough day for her. So
I wasn't up for the rest of it.
Yeah, and that's okay. We have something that we'll talk about that later. Anyway, she tries very hard, but it's very frustrating, and sometimes that's a very good insight into what she goes through. So that's what I was going to share about Asperger's with you today. No facts, just more of a personal kind of thing. And now we can move into hooks.
Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I deleted that one. So
okay,
4.
Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so first.
So I go first. Let me go through the one that I did the least amount of work on first, and that's my sweater. I did some work on this.
How in the world did you work on more things than I did? I had so much more time to work on stuff.
Well, I had an extra day at home.
Oh, okay.
I did.
How in the world did that work?
I didn't do a whole lot on this. I just did a row or two because I haven't figured out, because I haven't had the chance to write to Shannon to find out what I should do about the armhole when I get to it. And I also have to figure out where I am because I lost count.
Good job, man.
That's okay. I know how to find out. But I only did about a row and a half, so it hasn't grown much. But it's pretty, so I'm going to show it to you because I like the colors. And I hope to get a little more done on it now that I'm home. And hopefully get on some kind of a schedule. This is the Dragonfly Cardigan project from the Sunday Cardigan pattern by Shannon Bowlesby. And I'm using an H hook, which is a 5mm, and the Dragonfly Fibers yarn in the Dragonfly colorway. So this is a sock weight yarn, and I really like it. It's very, very vibrant and very pretty. It's almost true color there. Yeah, I love the way that it's
I think
I
it's
love
just
the
a
way
little
that it's
bit more vibrant in real
yeah.
life.
I love the way it's patterning. It reminds me of, like, I don't know, water in the woods or something. It's very, very pretty, and I'm enjoying it very, very much. I hope to get more done on this now that I'm home, and I really like to finish this so I can get started on another sweater. And it's living in my Clover Bird chai tea bag,
Which is
with
really
with the cocoa beans.
Uh-huh.
Cocoa beans.
That's what that is, of course. I forgot.
Yes.
No, can't possibly be coffee beans.
No, I don't like coffee. It's not coffee. Your turn.
Okay, hold on. Let me just finish this. My first one. I'm sorry, allergies. Okay. Which one should I speak on first? I'm so sorry, guys. Oh.
Right?
It was really runny.
There's a lot of pollen and stuff because we've been getting a lot of rain / sun / cold / whatever, and everything is kind of blooming outside.
I might have to see how good my Claritin is. I started using it last year. I've never had to use it before last year, but... Okay, so I'm going to start with the John Paul Bear, which is the Amigurumi Teddy Bear Theo by Patrick Moose. I'm using an E hook and a D hook. The D hook was for the eyes. And I'm looking off of my show notes to the side. I'm using Knit Picks Brava worsted in the colorway Brindle for the main body. And I can't remember the name of the colorway. It was some stash for the patches. Let's see. So
You need to move the tissues between us.
oh, the tissue box.
Yes.
Like, you don't really want my other tissues.
No. Excuse me.
This is the head. So there's the head.
Aww.
No face on it yet.
It's a ball. It's a ball. It's adorable.
Let's see. All these little pieces.
You need to remember to bring the Clover Bird card to
Oh,
Phyllis.
That's right. I forgot. I know I have one somewhere.
I have to make her an owl.
Yes. This Phyllis is our local.
She works in the meat counter at the meat counter in our local Martin's, and she's been super sweet to Davina. So.
And she's been asking about the Clover Bird bags. So I need to get her one of the cards.
And she likes owls. So.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, Mom.
Sure you are. Hit me.
So.
Hit me with your best shot.
Ow. At least it's not the arm where I was using a shotgun.
Do you want me to get on the other side?
No. This is either an ear or a tail.
And there are 3 of those, then. Or 4 of those? 5 of those?
How many ears and tails do you think this bear has?
That's the muzzle, right?
This is the muzzle. I don't know what color that is. It's in Stash Knit Picks.
That's not the brindle?
No, the brindle's the main color. This is the brindle.
Okay.
Another ear or tail. And the final ear or tail, because there's 2 ears and
2
1 tail.
You sure? Not radioactive bear?
I don't think it'd be the best gift. A little bear nose. Aww. Oh, bear eyebrows.
Have you decided if you're going to use those?
I haven't decided yet. And they're actually eyelids. So I'll make up my mind.
Which is why I had problems, because I thought they were eyebrows. I did the dust bunnies.
Your dust bunny is kind of creepy looking with those eyebrows.
He's cute. I like my dust bunny.
Eyes.
Stuck pins in their eyes.
Well, to make sure they didn't separate.
You stuck pins in their eyes. They weeping little baby tears.
Right and left arms. Oh, this is the main body here. as you can tell, I've gotten a lot of pieces done. And I'm on the first leg. Where's my leg?
Right there.
Here it is.
That's not your leg.
Do you notice how I'm ignoring?
That's very bad manners.
It is. I wonder
You're
who
going to
raised.
get struck by
I don't know
lightning.
who raised me to have such horrible manners.
Wasn't nice.
So this is the beginning of
Fat
the foot.
Fat little foot.
So
It's cute.
the bear is progressing along.
This is going to get tangled tight.
It probably will.
There's the nose. Or the eyes?
Eyes.
Okay.
There we go. 20 million.
And the bag?
And the bag is a Lois, my bag. I swear, I have more little fuzzies from that yellow sweater that I made. I find it in every single bag that I'm working.
And the bag is?
This bag is named my bag, and it is in the autism awareness fabric.
This is her sweater size.
Yes.
It's a very generous sized bag.
So, there it is.
Love mine. Mine is not here today, but okay. All right, the next project I am working on is, I stopped working on it for a little while because we went out of town and I didn't want to carry all the pieces.
Which is why mine hasn't gotten work since I left.
This is my periwinkle project from the Pattern Owl. It's my second Pattern Owl. Where is he?
Mom, did you leave him on the
Took him out.
bookshelf?
I might have. I'm going to be out of frame for just a second. I thought. Oh no, here he is.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is how far I've gotten on him. He's roughly the same size as Sweet Pea. I need to make the eyes, which I believe I had started. Let me see. Before I left. Yeah, I did. Let's see here. Actually,
I thought you started
this is
the
the
wing.
Yeah, this is the wing. So this is the wing, the first wing that I started. I really don't have that far to go. It's just that we had to get ready to leave to go to my parents' house in Philadelphia, and I was distracted, and I didn't. I couldn't count to 3, let alone be in the round. So I hope to finish this week, but we'll see.
She's since recovered her ability to count to 3.
I can count to 3 now. I left these pins in the same way as I did on Sweet Pea, so I could see where to put it together the way I did Sweet Pea, because it was a little unclear about how to put it together on the top. And I just want it to be done the same. Now I can take it out, but I probably won't until I put it all together. Then I'll take them both out. This is in my Lois sweater bag, her large sweater bag. It's my turtle bag, which I really love. And I'm using a 3.75 millimeter F hook, and Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn, solids in the amethyst, grape, and purple neons colorway. The pattern was gifted to me by Talia for Mother's Day, and I really enjoy this pattern, as witnessed by the fact that this is the second one I've done in 2 weeks.
Right.
So, and it is a gift. I just, yeah. So, that is that.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn.
It is indeed.
Finish this repeat. I'd love to finish this particular side before it's time to talk about this project, but I don't know if that's
Well, how
gonna
many more
happen.
do you have?
Oh, I have, this will be the 4th one that I talk about. I've only talked about 1, so I'm okay so far.
How many projects do you have left? 3?
3, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is not that one. Okay, I guess it'll be Lush. So, this one came with me on my trip. To the place that Mayberry is based on, which is a lovely area.
I can't wait to see it.
But
very nice.
This is my Batman bag.
Clover Bird.
Mm-hmm. This was a custom order.
And she still has 10% off at her shop to the end of the month. So you might want to take a look if you're in the market for bag.
This is the Ink Heart project using the Lush pattern by Tin Can Knits, using US 3 and US 6 needles. I didn't have my US 3s with me when I was doing the ribbing at one point, so I just fudged and used US 4s. It's down at the bottom. It should be fine.
If it's too big, she said she'll take it out for me.
Yeah, but this is Miss Babs, Yows of What a Skein in the Inkwell colorway. I'm sorry, fountain pen colorway. I'm in the middle of a row. Huh, how about that? Making it from Mom. The pattern was gifted to me by Nurse Kim Knits. I'm doing size 33. So yes, I am in the middle of a row, but
I love that color. It is gorgeous.
This got quite a bit of work. Like I said, I had my US 3s and something else at the time, and I was too lazy to tear out that something else. Oh, I know, I didn't have the US 3s with me. They were in my purse. And
do you know we have the 3 favorite colors for both of us in here now? Red, green, and blue.
Oh yeah, we did.
Huh?
But I think I have an inch of ribbing right now, and I need to have 2 inches.
So is this holding your sleeve?
Yes.
Okay.
What I'll end up doing is I'll end up picking up stitches along the armhole and then picking up these stitches to start the sleeves. Which is very nice, by the way, for trying on sleeves as we go.
Oh, I bet, 'cause you don't have the
I actually have a picture of me trying on the green sweater with one sleeve long.
Over there?
Over there, and one sleeve.
Did Thomas take the picture?
No, I did a timer with my camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's moving along. As you can see,
Very
there's
nice.
lace.
I can't wait to that.
And it's not focusing on the ribbing, but there's the ribbing. There's
a little bit.
It's just 2x2 ribbing, which is nice and mindless. This was good. I think I was working on this in the car. I might not have been. I can't remember what I was working on in the car. But I did work on this quite a bit over there.
I can't work on stuff that I have to focus at all on in the car. I get a little car sick. I never used to for crocheting and stuff. But
well, Thomas is worried I'd get car sick while we were driving down the mountain while knitting, and partially it was a challenge. So I did it. I knitted it, and I was fine.
Yeah, I never used to get.
He challenged me.
I get a little car sick with reading now. I never used to, and I never used to with crocheting either. But now, if it's
is it because you're doing more complicated projects?
I guess it could be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like to get nauseous in the car, so I don't do it. All right. Are you finished with that? Did you give all the particulars and needles?
Yes. So after this particular part is after this ribbing and the bottom is done, I'll take the US 4s out and return to the US 3s when I do the ribbing at the end of the sleeves. And I don't think the US 4s make too much of a difference at the bottom.
Yeah, because I don't really like it super tight anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see. The next thing, I don't know who to blame this on. I actually blame it. I think it's Celtic Knitter. Lucas, I think. Is he the one doing the dishcloth? I forget.
Oh.
Anyway, between him and Sock Bunny or whoever it is, I'm sorry, Lucas, if I am misattributing to you. I can always find something else to blame him for. He's very sweet and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Words.
Words, I'm so sick of words.
Not encouraging, but that too, but he, enabling maybe, showing projects that you want to do. But anyway, I'm doing dishcloth.
Thanks, Mom. I have that sound like my head.
Well, stop singing it.
In my hand.
I started this over the visit, actually just before I left. And it's not a washcloth, it's actually a dish towel. And it's called I'm calling it the Strawberries and Cream. And it's from the Dorothea Daily Grind Dish Towel Set.
It makes me think of, what was that character that wears it's a red and white mushroom on their head? It's an old video game.
Oh,
character. You know the one I'm talking about.
I do, but I can't think of it. But anyway, I'm using Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton, which is really incredibly soft. It's a cotton.
Yeah, it's incredibly soft for a cotton.
Well, I'm making a shawl out of another type of this yarn, so it's very easy to have against your skin. It doesn't scratch. But in any event, I've gotten this far. I'm using I'm sorry about all the ums. Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn, cotton solids, in the red and ivory colorways.
I blame you
for
for
this
all the,
particular project. You can see all my ends. I'm going to have a lot of
disgusting, all the
a lot of weaving to do. But
yes,
I like
you do
this.
have
I'm
a lot of
having
weaving.
fun. I'm having fun with this. I just want to do this. I don't know why I want to do this, but I do. So I will put it in the gift box.
Kind of like my obsession with color work right now, which is kind of ridiculous.
Well, I don't know. I just wanted to do this, and it will probably go in a gift box somewhere until I find out who I want to give it to. This, I did say it was using an eye hook, and it is living in my Plover Bird medium sheepy sheep bag, which I really love. And she actually has this bag, I think, on her shop.
Does she?
I think so. I don't know if it's the medium or the small.
Yeah, because she doesn't have any more sweater ones right now.
She hasn't put any out since she reopened in the sweater.
Yeah, because she moved to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And
we pestered her.
Yeah. I need to go through my room and see if I can find. I know I kept some of her business cards when she sent out things that I ordered, but I don't.
She needs to give us a few more because
I get asked so much about her bags.
Yeah, I got asked about which one was I carrying? I forget which one I was carrying. I think it might have been. Maybe it was the tea one, the chai tea one. I get asked about the bags also. I think it was at the dentist, and somebody asked me about it. So, yeah, we need cards from Plover Bird and Knitting's My Bag so that we can give those out when people ask us about them.
But
okay, your turn.
Okay, so let me just do that and do this. Okay, so the next project I'm going to speak on is the villainous. After I do the villainous, can you talk about two so I have a little bit more of a chance to maybe finish this?
Why don't I talk about another one now and you can do what you're doing?
Okay, that works.
Okay, but then you have to do the next one.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, this is my Elsa's wrap, which is the Envision pattern by Anastasia Zattel. And I love this pattern. It is so addicting. I am on the even rows. I'm not increasing right now, so I'm just working the body before I have to do the decreases for the other end. It's worked sideways, and that's not saying anything about it. It is a paid-for pattern. I'm using an eye hook and Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton ombres and prints in the denims colorway. And I name it Elsa because it reminds me of Elsa from the movie Frozen. The colorway does. And this, I don't know if you all remember how far I was. I didn't mark it, but I have made quite a bit of progress on this.
Oh, it's going to be so nice, Mom. Now, is that for you or is that for someone else?
Oh, this is mine. These are my colors. This is mine. But I can foresee myself making this in other weights of yarn. I'd like to maybe make it in a sock weight. I'm not sure about a worsted weight, although I'm sure it would work just fine. It would be very heavy and very warm. So that might be nice too, maybe for a charity project or for some of the cancer patients who get so cold for chemotherapy. And I would not mind doing that. I think this would be a fantastic pattern for something like that. But this is the side here, and this is working toward the middle and the other side. And you can see the general shawl starting to form. And I really like it. I like this yarn. It's very nice and easy on the hands, even though it's cotton. The pattern is very easy to understand. Anastasia did a great job on that. And as I said last week, if I can understand a pattern, Anastasia knows she's written a good one, because I sometimes have difficulty with it. And this one is great. I enjoy it immensely. This is living in my, I keep forgetting who did this bag. I love this bag.
Oh.
Brightcraft? Is this Brightcraft?
No, that's not
this
Brightcraft.
Is not Brightcraft.
That's the one who did my spindle bag.
Right. She didn't put the tag on this, and I can't remember.
I never remember who makes this bag.
This is the same one who did your spindle bag.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a wonderful bag. I love the words on it. They're very uplifting. And I wish I could remember the name of the person who did this. It'll come to me after the podcast, I'm sure. But I think it's her medium bag. And it fits my smaller projects, my medium projects beautifully.
Spinning Fates?
No, it's not Spinning Fates. Oh, I found the Loopy U on the internet finally. I heard so much about it. I didn't realize it was actually a shop. I thought it was a yarn. And it's a shop, online shop, and physical shop, and it has all kinds of good stuff. I'm going to be in big trouble there. Okay, it's your turn.
No, you were going to do one more.
No, I did my one more. I only have one more.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay. That works, because then I can, hold on, let me do these two. I can do this next project, and then when you do your other one, and I have one final one. Yeah, this one will be done in time. Okay. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is the Villainous. Project is the Box Elder Cardigan Pattern by Maria Lay. I'm using US 9 and US 7 needles. Dragonfly Fibers Traveler in the Villainous colorway, and I'm making the size 36, and that is in the stack. I need a sip of tea.
And that one's Lois, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is actually good tea. Okay. This is Lois. Knitting's my bag. The Birdie's bag, and I fell in love with the fabric.
It's great fabric.
Okay, so actually the way to get the best feel for this is
keep it G-rated, kids.
Is to
hey, I recognize that shirt.
You mean the one that you stole from me?
The one that you let me borrow.
I didn't even know. I'm a nice and wonderful daughter.
She says, "Oh, you can't have this." And then I put it on and say, "Oh, I like the way that looks on you. I'm going to keep it."
Okay, let's see. Sorry. Okay. So this has gotten quite a bit of work on it. I had to lengthen the sleeves considerably.
That looks like that's a good color for you. Looks good.
The hood is definitely nowhere near
finished. Well, you still the.
I saw the ribbing.
Yeah.
But okay, let me come a little closer. So here's the sleeve. It has that little pattern that unless you're a person, you really can't see it. It's hard for the screen to pick up.
Now, who does this pattern?
This came from Interweave Knits. It came from the Interweave Knits magazine, and this is a pattern by Maria Lay. And she told me to go make this sleeve 20, I think it was 20 inches long at the finish. I ended up going to 22 inches, and it ends up being about the size she shows the model wearing.
That's the way I like it right there.
Actually, it probably would have been, I think she probably said 19. Anyway, it would have been a lot shorter. It would have been bracelet length, or about here.
In our family, the girls prefer to have our sweaters long. We can always cuff it up.
Yeah, and also I have long arms anyway. But it's a nice fitting sleeve. It's got a really nice design right here. I love the size of the ribbing. And I've started on the other sleeve. So it is the newest fashion, one sleeve on and one sleeve off.
Well, according to Josh's sisters, anyway.
Yes. I forgot about that. I think it was actually his nieces.
Yeah. That's right. I think you're right. It's niece.
But I need to also pick up for stitches for the ribbing on the body and the hood to make it a decent size. Because right now, obviously, there's no way this would really close. So, yep. It has been getting much work on it while I was on my vacation. So, very happy with the way that's turning out.
It looks really pretty.
I'm looking forward to having the finished product. Where's my... Oh, I'm sitting on it. And I'm using my Chai Gu.
Poke me in the eye.
I wasn't coming anywhere near your eye.
Poke me in the eye.
Red lace.
Poke.
So. You're awesome. It's the way it's turning out. I've been enjoying working on this. Just shove it back like that. So don't start talking about yours until I pick up my needles, because otherwise I will not have enough time to finish this.
You're not going to have enough time to finish anyway.
I'm almost there.
Okay, the last project I worked on this time was my lattice trellis afghan project, which is my own personal pattern. And once it's done, I think I'm going to try to write it up in a more accurate fashion. I have some eccentricities to the pattern that I would like to fix before I put it out there. Figure out what I did to make it a little bit quirky. But I have finished with the Impeccable, the pink, and I have started again with the Danielle in a Dawn colorway. Where is my loop?
Your loopy U?
Here it is. Yes, my loopy U. So you can see I'm not very far on the color, but I'm maybe 4 or 5 rows on the variegated, which just looks like this. So I'm getting ready to do the ends now. I hope I have enough of that to finish it. I should, but I hope I do anyway. If not, it's going to be ours. It doesn't really matter. And
I'll just keep it in mind.
Yeah, I'll just plan more carefully, because I was just playing when I did this. And I didn't realize I was going to run out of this until I'd already started it. So, because I thought they were going to keep it. But this is my doohickey that shows where I was last time I showed it to you. So you can see I made quite a bit of progress on it, despite the fact that I left it home when I went to my parents.
Well, it's a very easy TV.
It's very nice. I can watch a movie while I'm doing this, because I don't really have to look at it. I can actually do by feel almost. So that's really good, and it moves along fairly quickly considering how wide it is.
You drop it.
Yeah, I dropped my hook. I'm using an eye hook with this, and worsted weight yarn. It's Red Heart, and well, I guess Impeccable's not Red Heart. What is that? Vanna's Choice or something? I don't know.
No, that is.
That's not Loopy U, is it?
No, it's not. We've never bought the Loopy U.
I know that it's something I didn't realize I had.
It's the same stuff that I use. You're right on top of mine. It's the same stuff that I use for the horse.
Oh, okay. Well, in any event, that's where I'm at. You can see the pattern is developed, and I hope to finish this within the next few weeks, depending on how much love I give my sweater. First, I'd like to be able to wear my sweater, and since this is not time sensitive or anything, it may get shoved to and from the back burner. But I'm enjoying it, and it's living in my New York M&M's bag right now until I finish it. Okay, whoops.
And I got to the end of the row like
I lost my loop again.
Okay, well, you messed it up.
This project always likes to lose the hook. I have to be very careful with it.
Didn't you mark your loop with the?
I did, but I'd like to keep my hook there, so I don't have to go looking for it.
Okay, let me sweater back on.
Okay.
Okay, so the final project, which I've been trying to desperately finish the row for before I was going to show it, is Scarlet Scotsman. It's a Flying Scotsman pattern by Susan Ashcroft. I'm using US 7 needles. The main yarn is the Spinning Fates Moira in the colorway Let Heaven Nature Sing. And the secondary yarn is Laying Yarns Jello Magic in the colorway 60 Rust Gold Forest Wine.
Yes, very original.
I've started the color work. I don't think I had started it yet last time I had talked to y'all. And when I do color work, I know some people will drop the yarn and knit using the same hand. I knit with yarn in each hand, as I'm sure you noticed while watching. And I need to mark off that row so I don't confuse the heck out of myself. That's my toy. I will probably be missing that if I don't put that in the right bag.
Probably.
Sorry for being on screen for a sec. Excuse me. It will be in this bag then. Yes, there it is. Okay. Just finished row 8. So let me go up a row with my sticky notes. There we go. Okay, so there. Okay.
That's starting to show.
Pattern's starting to show a little bit, and the colors are starting to change a little bit too. One thing about this, because it's worked flat, usually with color work, you're doing some stranding, they have you work it in the round, and they'll have you steek it if it's going to be flat. For this particular one, they don't have you steek, it's worked flat, so it makes for some interesting color work. I just try to trail my yarn in the front when I'm on the wrong side. But you can't really see yet where the pattern's starting to develop above that stripe. But
it's very subtle.
It is, and that's what the color change is supposed to be. It's very subtle. And I made sure to start with this very dark green so that it would pop against the red. Because when I tried starting with the red stripe, it just was not, it didn't show up enough.
Now, is this a shawl or a poncho?
This is a shawl.
Okay.
It was a poncho I could have done in the round. But, yeah, it's been getting love. It might well cure me of my insatiable desire to wear color work for a while.
Right. I don't know why certain things just kind of jump out at you when you want to do that.
Yeah, I forgot how much work color work can be.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like I had this insatiable desire. Now, part of the thing is that the yarn, the Jowl Magic, is fingering weights, while the other yarn is DK, and that's what was in the original pattern as well. They used DK and a fingering weight, and that makes it a little more interesting. I'm not sure if I would enjoy it more if I was doing 2 of the same weight, but I'm liking how it's turning out so far.
Looks pretty.
I look forward to having the finished project as
okay.
well. But it has long ago ceased to be a personal project now.
Excuse me. Do you have anything else for that?
No, that's it for me.
Okay, how about on the bookshelf?
I don't have anything finished.
No rough drafts?
Hold on. No, I don't have any rough drafts either.
Okay.
I'm going to throw this out of my way.
Graphic novel.
Okay, I do have some graphic novel. Let me just... Did you work on any cross-stitch yourself?
No, wasn't home.
I did a little bit yesterday because I realized I hadn't worked on it last week, or... Although Davina asked me what it was that I was working on because I hadn't planned on her to be down here.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, a project. Oh yeah, what picture? And I just kind of sort of didn't answer her because I can't bring myself to tell her a falsehood that it's for her. And if I tell her what it is, she'll know it's for her.
Yeah.
If she asks me again, I can't wiggle out. It's okay if she knows. It's just I don't want her pestering me about it. This is the cross stitch, which is the Frozen cross stitch. It's Elsa and Anna from the Disney movie Frozen. And it's been getting a little bit of work on it. I worked on it while I was on the phone. Not a significant amount, just a little bit. So, it got some done. It was fun.
Cool.
There we go.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, let me think here. Let's see how I want to do this. Before we go into stash enhancement and excuse me, royalties and acknowledgments, I want to go through the writing. Did you do any writing?
Nope.
Okay, I did a little over 150 words for the shared story, which Ty and I are writing. Not very much, but I did 2 critiques for a friend at one of my writing sites. That's 2 chapters. And I wrote about 267 words to a free write prompt piece that is still in progress. So I got some writing done. Not a whole lot, but some. And that's about it for writing. Now, want to do royalties. Do you have anything other than the one that we want to show last? Okay.
This came right before I left. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just really dumped up. I was reading a book called The Sweater Project, and they mentioned this lady's patterns. So I had to get the book. It's called Tudor Roses, and it's by Alice Starmore. Very nice quality book. It's
a coffee table book.
Yes. It has information about each one of the people that the patterns are based on, and it's patterns based on all different Tudors. Some of them I just can't see myself ever making.
Let alone wearing.
Let alone wearing. But some of them are gorgeous. Not that one. Sorry. Let me find one. The Lady Mary is quite lovely. Let's see if it shows another view of it. It's a shawl with lots and lots of color.
Lots of ends to weave in.
Well,
if
you
carry it.
carry it, it won't be nearly as much.
Very pretty. It almost looks woven.
It does.
This is not a book you want to mark up.
No. Oh, I think this one is the... I can see that this one's very well designed. I'm not sure if I would actually make it or not. Getting to it is difficult.
That's pretty. I like
the
it.
Anne Boleyn. And the other one I wanted to show, the one that actually I bought the book for. That one's actually kind of pretty too. The Catherine Howard, not the one I bought the book for, but I saw it on my way to that one. There it is. It looks prettier in the Ravelry page than it does on this particular model. I'm not sure if it's just not flattering look for the model or what it is, but this is the Elizabeth I. So there are a few designs in here that are very nice. A few that I would never make, and the information on the different tutors is interesting to me. So.
Yeah, we like history here, so she likes the history in there.
Let's see what stashing has in here. Although I have been, I did pick up a pattern that I might start making at some point if I'm still in my crazy colorway phase. It is the Quaker sampler hat. I might be making either this one or there's some hats in here.
You must be going through a colorwork phase because I picked up a class from Crafts and a colorwork crochet hat that I want to make.
They have
excuse me,
the cardinal chulo.
It's cute.
Apparently these things are called chulos.
I don't like the little
ear. Oh no, I won't do that.
Yeah. But I like the hat. It's pretty.
And then the chickadee one.
Aw.
I love chickadees. I just wouldn't do the little...
See, I like this one on the front.
It's the same one. It's just with the ear flaps.
Okay, I see.
You can do it with or without the ear flaps.
I see. Okay. And that one doesn't have the little hanging thing.
Well, it has a hanging thing. I just wouldn't do the hanging thing.
No, on this one it doesn't have the hanging thing.
Well,
that's the mittens that match.
There's a few things in here that I got this last week. But, or I might have gotten them a few weeks ago. but I know there's a couple things I want to start in here. But,
okay. Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. I have a few stash enhancements as well. We went to, it's been a long time since I've been to a bookstore, and Barnes & Noble in particular. So my husband and I went to Barnes & Noble. My parents have one right near the house. And I didn't pick up any knitting or crocheting books, actually. I almost picked up the Jane Austen crochet book. I looked at the patterns, and I wasn't sure.
I think I have that book.
You have the knitting one.
No, I think I picked up the crocheting one back when I was crocheting series.
Well, I'll have to look at it. I wasn't sure that I would make enough of the patterns to make that worth my while, although I am interested in the literary part of it. So I may buy it, or I'll look at Talia's or whatever, but I put that on my wish list instead of buying it. What I did pick up was I wanted to jumpstart my writing, so I picked up The Poets and Writers. This has free writing contests in it, so I was really excited about that. That's basically what I picked it up was for the free writing.
Is it recent?
This is this year's. This is May, June of 2014. So, and it goes through the whole year. So there's a lot of stuff in here that I may or may not read, but I'm most interested in the free contest.
Just read the fine print to make sure they don't end up owning your stuff.
Right. Well, I have to do that. So that's this. The other thing I bought, I've always liked art. I can't draw a straight line to save my life. It goes like this or like that or something. But I do doodle. And this, I found this. My husband laughs at me because he's an artist. But I found this, and it makes it understandable to me. It makes things look like folk art. I look at this and I'm like, I think I can do this. It breaks down the shapes. Oh, this is really simplified, but it breaks down the shapes and it gives you like exercises to do. I think I can draw this. I mean, it's a lot of you who maybe are artists. Focus. I'm probably saying that's so simplified, but you have to understand something. For me, that's not simple. For me, that's a challenge, and I just love it. Some of it's very folky. Look at the owls. These are owls. I can draw owls. So I'm kind of excited about this. It's very simplified, but I can see a lot of uses for them for me just for doodling. I mean, I don't know if I could do something like this. You're supposed to look at somebody. It's called blind something or other. And I guess you look at the person and you just draw on the paper without looking down.
Oh, that's hard.
Mine will probably turn out like a hot mess, but because I can't draw even looking down. But to me, it makes it fun. It gives you ideas, and I think that I can move forward from that. I'm not attempting to be a serious artist, but maybe to progress to some kind of artwork like this. That would be kind of fun. I mean, I'm not going to try to sell my art or anything like that, but I would like to have that avenue. I've always wanted to draw. My husband says I probably can if I just put in the time. I don't think I have enough time to do all the stuff I want, but I'm going to try. I think this will be fun. The last stash enhancement I got was given to me. Davina gave it to me. She said to my parents when they were out getting her birthday gift, Mom would want this. Mom likes owls. My parents were like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, Grandma likes that. So, I don't know. Can you see it? I can't see it. You can see it. I don't want to have to take it off because it's kind of hard to put on.
Well, what if I help you take it off?
There. Oh, there we go. There we go. They can see it. See my ugly face too, but there you go.
Mom.
There you go. Don't tickle. They can finally see it. There we go. So it's a really cute little owl.
Stop saying ugly, because if you're saying you're ugly, you're saying I'm ugly, so we look alike.
That's all that matters to her.
Right?
Ah! If you choose to see that.
Right?
This is my owl, and if I break my owl, I'm going to have to break somebody's head.
I love you.
You too. Anyway, so this is it's a little, I think it's blown glass, and it's got blue and green feathers.
He's got a droopy nose.
It's a beak.
He's got a droopy beak.
He's got a beak. I mean, let me see. Take it off.
I think they could see, Mom.
I can't find the clasp.
Here, let me try. I can actually see. You do know that you can go anywhere along the clasp if you want tighter or looser.
Right, right. I like it looser though. Here we go. And this is Orville the Owl. So he's like, yeah, that's a good name, Orville the Owl.
Davina approved.
Davina approved it. I was really afraid that it would break on the trip home, but it didn't, thank God.
Oh, you want me to put it back on? It's kind of odd that it's a left-handed clasp.
It's not usually a problem for me, it's just the clasp is a little different. Thank you. Okay, so that's our stash enhancements, but now we have, I'm going to be out of frame for just a second.
Oh, yeah.
We've been talking about...
You weren't out of frame, you were the whole frame.
We were talking about and have been talking about our Podiversary 200-member, 2-year, 200-member, 100th episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking about the fact that we were going to open a thread and draw for some prizes. We haven't forgotten. We've just been really busy. And what we're going to do is open a thread. It will be opened until the second week of June. So we'll pull the third week, right? 2 weeks to do it and pull the third week. We will close it at the end of the second week, and we'll put the date down in the thread. We'll ask a question or something. I don't know what it's going to be. But we are going to be giving out some prizes for this 200-member, 100 podcast, 2-year Podiversary kind of celebration, because you guys are awesome, and we want to do something for it. So we will be giving away, one person will be getting, this is Patton's lace weight, and there is, this is 80% acrylic, 10% mohair, 10% wool, and I can't find the yardage on here.
Hold on.
498 yards each. So it's enough for a shawl or something. Lace weight, okay. You're going to have like 3 of these?
There will be 2 of the chili pepper and 1 that's gray.
So there'll be a total of 3 of this bulky weight, classic shades, big time yarn.
We're just waiting for the other 2 colors
yes,
to arrive.
There's going to be 1 more of this color and a gray as a contrast. Okay.
Because there wasn't much you could do with just one.
Yeah, we looked it up on Ravelry and we didn't think there was enough to do with this one. So there will be a skein of Gnome Acres in the candy corn colorway for 1 lucky winner. And then the last prize that we have for this event is Lanaloft. This is sport weight yarn in the maple praline colorway. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 of these. So somebody's going to get 5 of these, and it is, I think there's 100 something yards, 200 yards, 145 yards. So I think we have what, 150 times, it'd be like 750, it's like 700 yards. So that's enough to make a shawl or a wrap or maybe something like that if you knit it.
Yeah.
And so
if you knit it,
it's a very
small sweater.
Yeah, it's a very pretty colorway. I just can't figure out what to do with it, so you guys get to figure out what to do with it.
I used a worsted version of that colorway for a sweater I made my grandfather.
Right, and my intention when I bought that was to make a matching scarf, but it just didn't work with the pattern I chose.
And also the person who helped you pick out the yarn was not primarily a crocheter and had you pick out way too much.
Yeah. So we have those prizes for the Podiversary 200-member 100 podcast celebration. Look for the thread because you guys are awesome and we want to do something to say thank you. And that is it. Now, we have thank yous. We want to thank, let me just move here, 10 Hours or Less for the Braided Bright Cal pattern that he created especially for our Autism Awareness Cal. We want to thank Knitting's My Bag and Ploverbird for the wonderful, beautiful project bags, 3 of them total, that we are going to be giving to you guys as prizes, one for each of 3 people.
Yes.
We want to thank Juliana, who is one of our co-hosts, Jules Lunder. She's at the Equal Opportunity Podcast, and she has donated one of her patterns.
Equal Opportunity Crafter.
Equal Opportunity Crafter. I don't know why I always forget that. I finally got her name right. But she has donated one of her lovely patterns. You should check her patterns out. They are awesome.
They are quite awesome.
If I knitted, I would do one of her patterns. I don't knit well enough yet.
I have several of her patterns on my queue.
We want to thank, I already thanked Ploverbird and Knitting's My Bag. We want to thank Emily, who is Chain of Fools of the Fibertown podcast, our other lovely co-host.
Mm-hmm.
She donated 3 skeins of yarn for a total of 2 different people, plus one of her patterns for one lucky person. Her patterns are very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Her last shawl, the Shield Maiden, is very, very pretty. So you guys are lucky in that score. Sarah Jane Designs, 5 patterns. I just can't get over that.
Yeah.
5 crochet patterns, one for each of 5 lovely people, lucky people. I have several of her patterns on my queue because they are awesome, and I love them. So we have patterns from her. Thank you very much. We want to thank Hank's mom for the skein of Malabrigo lace weight. She is a viewer, and she was very generous, and
Mm-hmm.
she donated a skein of lace weight Malabrigo, which I love Malabrigo, yarn, and the, I don't have the colorway down here.
It's an orange shade. Though.
Yes, like an orange. I think it's called the Yadria or something, like a Spanish-sounding name. And then moving forward from that into our next CAL, which will start up in July,
mm-hmm.
we have already received a very generous donation from Turbo Knitter, who is Kenneth. He sent us a private message several weeks ago asking us if he could donate something for for whatever we wanted him to donate it for. And we said that we had a lot for this one. Would he mind for the next one? He said that was fine. He sent us 3 skeins of lace weight yarn.
It's a beautiful color.
It's beautiful. It's this
Make
orange,
a lovely shawl.
It would be a gorgeous shawl or a wrap of some kind, a scarf. Very generous because there is 437 yards. So there's over 1,200 yards of yarn
You
in
could
here.
do a fingering weight sweater.
You could do a fingering weight sweater. You could do a shawl, a poncho, hat, mitt, whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want with this much yarn. This is the one I think kept coming apart on him when he was showing it to us on the podcast. Here we go. There we go. It's beautiful. It's got orange and blues, different shades of orange and different shades of blue.
There's
or
one
blue
shade
gray,
of
blue gray,
and then 2 shades of orange.
It's a very. It makes me think of autumn.
Yes.
It makes me think of apple cider or something for some reason. But that is an awesome prize. We thank him very much.
Yes.
Thank you, Kenneth. It was very, very generous, and we appreciate it.
Nice soft tea.
But he surprised us.
Mm-hmm.
He sent us a very lovely note, which I will not read, except to say that it was very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Kenneth. The surprise, I think at this package said, I know we said 3 skeins of yarn. There were 6 skeins of yarn in here. Okay? That one's for Talia.
And it is definitely in my colors.
He let us pick, but he picked colors that he knew we would like.
Yes, this is Cascade Yarns, hand-painted heritage paints. This is very nice reds and grays.
He just gifted
black.
to us. Just gifted to us out of the blue. We really appreciate it.
Very nice.
This is the one I have. All those beautiful, lovely greens
Mm-hmm.
and kind of an aqua. Well,
You got some brown in there.
yeah, brown. It's very
Foresty.
springy, foresty kind of stuff. I really love it. And this is Heritage Paints, and I don't know what the colorway is. Does it have colorway on these toys?
I didn't see it.
I'm not sure what the colorway is on this, but it is gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't think there's colorway.
I don't think there's a colorway. I think this does numbers.
I think that's right. To find out the name of the colorways for Cascade, you have to go
to the site,
to the site and see what the name is.
But this is really gorgeous, and it's very soft. But then, something that I thought, it touched my heart, because he didn't just send Talia and me yarn. He sent this one for Davina.
Mm-hmm.
Davina saw it and said, Talia, I want you to knit me a hat.
She didn't want just any hat. She wants this hat, which is the Diana hat from the Anne of Green Gables book. Well, you can see the hat on my head, but so I printed out the pattern again, and as soon as I'm done with this podcast, I will skein this up for her and start casting on for the hat.
Kenneth, you have no idea how much...
Oh yeah, she didn't even wait long enough for Mom to say, do you want to make something or have us make you something? She said, I want that hat.
Her day, let me tell you something, Kenneth, we had a little bit of a tough day today. She had a rough day. I was having a rough day because she was having a rough day. We opened this up and our whole day turned around.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to thank you for that. It was unexpected. It was a spirit lifter. It was very generous, and we just are very grateful.
This is incredibly soft and will make an amazing hat for Davina, and it's very much her colors.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be seeing another Diana's hat on the needles.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I spent about 15-20 minutes trying to hurry to see if I could find a pattern so I'd have something for it when I podcasted, but I don't want to rush it. I want to make sure I get the right pattern because this is for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is mine, and I want to make something that I can wear because it's very soft.
Where's mine? Oh, there it is.
It's very soft.
And I don't know what mine will become. I haven't looked into it yet because I was focused on Davina's. But I will make something nice out of this. But before I think of making something for me, Davina really wants a Diana's hat out of this.
Right, and since she doesn't knit.
Yeah, and maybe I'll find a matching pair of mitts to make. I don't know.
Right.
Because the hat won't take up all this yarn. But that's what she wants. She wants this hat.
And I'm thinking that, I saw a cowl pattern, that I'm thinking that I might be able to make mitts to go with it because it's a low yardage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about this. I don't have a clue exactly what I'm going to make, but I'm really happy about it. Thank you very much. It was extremely generous,
yes,
very unexpected, and very much appreciated.
Thank you very much, Kenneth.
Thank you very, very much, Kenneth. We wanted to also have you look at Kenneth's, go to his RAV group. I think I think it's called Turbo Knitter.
I think it might be.
I think his RAV group is Turbo Knitter.
I'm in it, but I just don't remember what it's
I
called.
can't remember his name. I always get the RAV group name mixed up with his name. I don't know if it's the same. Anyway, look up Turbo Knitter.
He's the Turbo Knitter 64.
Turbo Knitter 64, yes. Look up
I think it's 64.
I think that's the number.
I can't remember.
I apologize, Kenneth.
I'm sorry, Kenneth.
My point is, he does a lot of charity work. And if you are looking for places to give your hats, your toys, I don't know if he does things with blankets or stuff.
I know he's talking about toys for the ambulance.
For the ambulance. I don't know if he has enough for that, but in any event, please check it out and see what it is he might need. If you have extra things that you're knitting or you want to crochet or knit something and you don't know what you're going to do with it, especially hats and things like that, I'm sure that with his charities, he can either take it off your hands for the charity or direct you to a place that might use it, or give you suggestions for it. He does a lot of worthwhile charity work that you might want to look into if you're so inclined. Okay, I think we're running a little late, but not as bad as I thought we would.
No, I thought we'd be running a lot longer.
So we're going to close it here. I think that's all we need. We did our thank yous.
I might need another caffeinated beverage.
Okay. We did all our thank yous, and we hope you will come back and join us again next week. We're very glad that you joined us this week. We know you have a lot of other things to do with your time, so we're glad to have you with us. We enjoyed spending the time with you. We hope that you will have a very blessed week, enjoying your knitting, crocheting, weaving, spinning, whatever it is that you do that makes your heart happy. This is Pen, Hook, and Needles, episode 104, right? And that's a wrap.